Welcome guys, thank you so much for joining in. So today in this video, I'm actually going to show you a very interesting scenario unfolding right now with Bitcoin price action and also with Ethereum. So first we are going to look at this Bitcoin USD starting here in a 4-hour time frame, because right now for Bitcoin in a 4-hour time frame, you can clearly see guys, the price here is now choosing a new trend direction. Because if you have watched my video from yesterday, I showed you with this simple example, the trend here was making lower highs, lower lows continuation pattern. But now if you monitor this price movement here, you can see it very clearly that this price movement here now is a move in an upper direction, because this here compared to the previous high, now we are making new higher highs, higher lows continuation pattern type of scenario. Because right now if this is going to play out, if the trend is going to continue further in an upper direction, then this new target here to the upside would be around the upper line area of this ascending channel. I'm actually going to show you the exact price target also, don't worry guys. So I'm just giving you a brief here that where we could be possibly getting gravitated. And right now this price level where we are, this 36,600 price level, 36,700 is a very important level to break. Why? Because if you look at this scenario here, let me show you in a very simple way. This here, we talked about the price here being an descending triangle, and you can see also the price after approaching the top line, we did got a rejection. But once we break out of it, came back to the upper line area of this descending triangle, it acted as a support. And since then, the price is moving in an upper direction. Very simple to understand. But right now, if we monitor another triangle here using a pretty similar scenario, you can see this trend line here. If you remove this line, like enlarge this graph a bit, also flashing another descending triangle type of scenario. And exactly here to the upside, you can see this upper line here has acted as a resistance, and this trend line here must be broken if you want to continue in an upper direction. It does looks like it's breaking to the upside, but we want a proper candle close above this price level of 36,600 to 36,500 price level. So if that's going to happen, then there is also a very likely scenario that we are going to continue further in an upper direction. And if that's going to be the case guys, if this trend is going to continue further in an upper direction, these are my target area right now. Because I told you on my previous video that this scenario here, right, this price movement from this 36,500, 36,600, if we are going to close above it, the trend is more likely to hit in upper direction. And you can see the trend right now is moving in an upper direction. And the next possible target where I will be looking around this 37,800 to 37,700 price levels. And again, if we could also break to the upside, right, let's say if we are going to break again in an upper direction, finding support above this price level, then my target here would be around this 40,800 to 42,000 price level. So this upper target is where we will be looking at, because we know according to the CPR, the price has possibility to test at least the first monthly R1 line of this February month, with this green line here, you can see at 40,800 price level. So this 40,800 could be actually pulling the price around this level. So this 40,000 is going to be our target for this month as well. And let's say the price here is actually going to see a rejection to continue in upper direction, and we are going to see some sort of a price pullback, then where we should be focusing, this price level here, the green line around this 34,500, 34,600 is going to be a very strong support, along with this lower line of this ascending channel. So you can see right now, even if we are going to see any sort of a correction, there is a very strong support around that level, along with this CPR line. The top CPR line is around 34,800 price level or 34,700 price level. The central CPR is at 34,300 price level. So these purple lines, these three purple lines, those three lines are going to be a very strong support until the end of this February month guys. So that's why the CPR lines, these CPR lines are very important, and this is also leading indicator. That's why I like to use it time and again on my video. And if you want to know how to trade using the CPI indicator, the video regarding this CPI indicator must be popping up right now, so feel free to check that out. And now let me also show you why this price movement here to the upside would be around this 40,000 or even 42,000 price level. Why is there a possibility? Because if you have watched my video, we have talked about this WYCKOFF reaccumulation phase many times, and according to this WYCKOFF reaccumulation also, the upward trend line here, the resistance line around this 40,000 to 42,000 is where we could be getting gravitated. Because if this is going to also unfold as a reaccumulation phase, the price here will be testing the resistance line again, and after that it's going to decide whether it's going to continue in this manner or it's going to show us more likely a fake out type of scenario, and then again a move here in an upper duration, because doesn't matter which scenario is going to choose, those both scenarios are re-equivalent phase, and re-equivalent phase is a more like a consolidation phase, and then the brain is going to move in an upper duration. So these are some scenario right now I see looking at the price action of Bitcoin. So now let's look at Ether price action as well. So guys, now if we look at this Ether USD chart starting in a daily time frame, I'm actually going to show you a very interesting scenario unfolding right now for Ether price action, because if you monitor this price movement right now, we are clearly above this upper line of this ascending channel, which was a very strong resistance line. You can see the lower line did act as a support, but the upper line was a very strong resistance. And now, since we are clearly above this price movement here is flashing a very bullish move in an upper duration. Any sort of a pullback, right? Any sort of a pullback, this upper line which previously acted as a resistance could be acting as a support, and then another impulsive move here in an upper duration. And why? Because if we go and look at the previous example here for Ether again, you can see this price movement here was also pretty similar. I mean, this was also an ascending channel, and look at this price movement here. After breaking out of this upper line of this ascending channel, we had a pullback, price came at the upper line area, and then you can see a massive break in an upward duration. And this is exactly what I'm also expecting right now for Ether to do, because this price movement is a very bullish move, because in a bit different way, adding this ascending channel, which we also talked about yesterday's video, guys. You can see right now, if this is going to continue further in an upper duration, the upper target here, since we are already breaking out of this ascending triangle, the upper target for us right now would be around this 1750 price level. So this 1750 is going to be my target here to the upside here, right? If you look at this unbalanced volume to the downside, this is still a very nice scenario that this trend is clearly hitting an upper duration, indicating the trend is still very bullish. And also this RSI line, if you look at this RSI line, it is around 66.11, and this is also still above 50 level. So RSI line above 50 level is a very good indication that trend here looks very bullish. So now even if you look at this in a bit different way, you can see our price here is clearly breaking out to the upside, and we know this is a road to Valhalla, guys. And make some noise if you believe that Ether was actually going to break out. And now if you look at this with the previous example I said you, 1750 is where we will be looking at. And if you look at the price structure in a 4-hour time frame using this descending broadening wedge, our next possible target is around 1600 price level. So 1600 and 1750 is where we would be looking at. And if we are going to see any sort of a massive pullback in Bitcoin, then it could also pull the price of Ether along with it. So in that case, this upper line here around this 1400 is going to be a very strong support if we are going to see any sort of a bigger price pullback from here, right? Until then, you can see the upper line here is going to be a support, and if this is also not going to hold, then this 1400 is definitely going to be one of the strongest support for Ether. So guys, this is what I see right now looking at the price action of Ether in a daily time frame and also in a 4-hour time frame. In a bigger time frame, I have already said you on yesterday's video, this price movement here is clearly making a very nice Livermore's pivotal point theory. And according to this Livermore pivotal point theory, reaching the previous or breaking the previous temporary resistance line, which is the point B area, that is a buy signal. And this is exactly what I said you on my yesterday's video, if you remember properly. This here was the previous temporary resistance line, and now since we are breaking above it, according to this Livermore's pivotal point theory, this is a buy signal. And now you can see the price here is also heading in an upper direction. So guys, these are some of the scenario I thought sharing with you in today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope this video was helpful enough. If that's the case, then hit the like button, and also if you're watching this for the first time, hit the subscribe button and the bell. So by saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup. Bye bye guys.